Really quick video to update on how my pH is going. If you remember in one of my last videos, I'd reported that I was getting these kind of results towards the evening as of these in the morning. So I've managed to get hold of the water company. The water company around here is Severn Trent. They were really good. I rang their hotline. They didn't have anybody to be able to speak to me at that moment in time, so they got somebody to ring back this morning. Bless him, rang back this morning, listened to everything I had to say, and his basic reply was, we're doing nothing our end that we believe would contribute to you getting these two different types of results of your pH in your pond. So we talked about things like, because now the sun's out, a lot of sunlight can have obviously big implications in your pH, the waste from the fish, the vegetation in the water. There's a number of different factors that he was kind of putting over to me that it could be contributing towards giving me fluctuations of pH. So unfortunately we didn't conclude this is what the problem is. We concluded that it's the time of year when conditions change and potentially your pH changes throughout the day. And he believed that it would smooth itself out and over the next couple of weeks basically go back to normal. So unfortunately I didn't get a definite answer from him, which is not disappointing. It would just be, we can just cancel that out. It doesn't seem to be anything to do with the water companies, but they tell me they are always taking water samples and checking what it is coming through. But he couldn't really answer the question of why I was getting 7 point something out of the tap and then 24 hours later when it lands in a pond it's in the 8s. Couldn't answer that question. He said, again, lots of different factors. So at the moment I'm getting these kind of results. I'm getting high 7s now in the mornings, which is acceptable, but I'm still getting the raised pH sort of midday to end of day, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's getting better. So I'm hoping now over the next week or so that everything flattens out a little bit and gets back to normal like it did last year. So I've stopped feeding in any more water into my pond for the time being. I think I've not fed any fresh water into my pond for around 2, maybe 3 days now, but I'm still getting the same results. I have been filling up my watering can and my bucket with the water from the tap and then from the tap through the dechlorinator, and it's not getting much higher. It is still going up a little bit, but it's not getting as high. So I'm kind of just waiting now until the water out the tap sorts itself out, and then I'm going to start feeding back into the pond again. Fish are still moping around on the bottom, which is unfortunate, and I'm hoping that this thing sort of rides itself out and out the other side as soon as possible. So any more information I get on this, I'll feed it over into the channel and put it in this community tab. So thanks very much for watching. See you again on Friday.